Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the CHAMP Winter Combat Robot Tournament. This actually happened Saturday the 9th.
Some time ago.
We did live stream it, but we did not do it with commentary, so we're coming back through. We're going to add some commentary and talk about some of the fights. We had a ton of bots, and there were some that didn't make it even through to get into the box for their first fight. So I'm trying to keep everything organized and figure out who's who. So if I stumble or if I'm calling the bot the wrong name, I apologize. We'll do it better next time. All right, so let's go ahead and cut over, and we will start the video. So up first, we will have Darth Maul and Defiant. Tom is the driver of Darth Maul. He is the one sitting here with me.
I'm the operator.
Tom and I both designed it and built it, and Tom is the driver of it.
Yep.
This is the first time it has been in the arena.
It's always a test.
We're going to skip forward a little bit. Here we go. Okay, now they're putting them in the box.
Yeah, you see Defiant with that vertical spinner.
Yeah, Defiant's on the left with the vertical spinner, and Darth Maul's the one that looks like Darth Maul.
Really, he's our arch nemesis. We're trying to make some modifications to our designs to kind of combat a weapon such as Defiant.
Yeah, last time he kicked us straight out of the arena after a couple seconds.
So he's got pretty durable body and a very powerful weapon, and we got a drum spinner on the front, wedge bot with a spiky tail end on Darth Maul.
Your weapon is here. You did leave it here.
Yeah, so if
Defiant, your weapon is still here.
At least one of them. I don't know how many backups you got. Not that you need them. But anyways, you see he just throws us around and puts us right into the wall. A very familiar tactic on Defiant's part, I must say, but very good.
Yeah, it was a very short fight. Defiant is driven by Michael Hagrees. I hope that's how you say your last name.
Apologies in advance if not.
Yes.
Correct us, please.
So you see him already removing his bot, and Tom is grabbing the patented robot grabber, so that we can reach into the box behind the door and pull everybody out. So Tom. What happened?
The same thing that happened before. You got thrown around by Defiant again. However, we were able to take a lot more damage with our new design of body and the type of material that we're using. So, but still, it resulted in us getting thrown around by his vertical spinner, which is obviously superior.
So yeah, here's me still trying to remove the bot from the arena. So up next, we have more 3-pound.
Right there, like a little dinosaur mouth.
We have more 3-pound bots coming up. The next ones are Suboptimal. And if I could read my own handwriting here, Suboptimal and Death by the Hit will be up next. Suboptimal is driven by David. And man, everybody's handwriting is so bad as mine. Any idea on that one? No. David has come around quite a bit. He's been to a lot of our tournaments in the past. Prior to this, he did walk in with a golden medallion from one of the previous tournaments.
He is quite the competitor and very creative in designs. I very much like some of his creations.
Sorry, I tried to edit these videos and get rid of most of the dead space. So you have Suboptimal on the left here.
And something just flew right there. Piece flying right off of that. It looks like he's incapacitated there.
Yeah, Death by the Hit died with the first hit.
We hear something twirling around, but nothing's moving. So
Yeah, David seems to be a little stuck here, but he is still mobile and his weapon is still working.
hands up.
So,
they called it.
Yeah, they call the fight, and that was a good hit. That's a new bot. We haven't seen that one. He brought 2 new bots, and this is the first time we've seen this one. And yeah, it's pretty brutal. It does well.
All right.
So we're back to us here. Death by the hit. Let me see if I can find their paper to say who is driving that one. Death by the hit was driven by Adam from Penguin Robotics. So that was just a good hit.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about that. He has some beefy wedges, but his weapon was slightly beefier.
Feel free to comment on, maybe your take on what happened there. If you were the competitor and would like to put in input, comment in this post later on.
We're gonna go back to the video here, and just clearing their bots out. We're gonna.
You can see around the board there. There's
skip
some
forward
of
a
the
little bit.
sponsors.
All right, here we go.
So up next we got what is this? Orange Slicer and Locksmith.
Yeah,
these are 1 pound, and Bill is Locksmith.
I am the driver and designer of Locksmith. Orange Slicer has some TPU printed wheels, so
Yeah.
enjoy.
Quite interesting on the design.
Very, very much huge inspired, I must say.
So you see the competitors got their bots in there. They're waiting on standby. Next season of Champ Combat Robots, we might see some modifications to the board. And with any hopes, that will add a nice little feature to the tournaments.
Yeah, we will be adding in a drop box that is 18 by 18 inches, I do believe, and drops down 4 inches. So 1 minute into the fight, I think we're going to go with.
Alright, everybody's testing their bots here, making sure they're ready to go. Alright, they're hitting the buttons. And they're off.
Oh yeah, and the audio is off from the video.
So pay no mind to that.
Yeah.
We're still ready. So Locksmith spooling up his weapon. Always makes a nice sound. And you can hear Orange Slicer's weapon too. But look at these wheels, they're a little floppy. Oh, and Locksmith just got himself and his wheel, it looks like.
Yeah,
Might be stuck.
That penetrated all the way through. We are as stuck as you can be here.
Well, they're trying. I see you're trying to get out of that there with Locksmith, kind of.
Yeah, try to spin back and forth a little bit, but we realized.
Looks like we put a pause.
We realized it wasn't going nowhere, so we called for
All right, hands
an
up.
untangle here.
Let's get one on stick.
So there's a quick unstick.
All right.
And it looks like his wheel's destroyed, but it's not. As soon as he starts to go, it pops right back up and
so goes
right back in.
Oh, is he getting stuck back in there again?
I was so afraid I was going to get stuck again, but he's immobile here. I don't know why. I think his wheel's just stuck on his weapon.
Yeah, it might just be because his weight of his body is on the wheel. Can't stand it. So he's pulling up that weapon. Nope. Taking some risky hits there.
Yeah, I realized his weapon was, literally 2 millimeters above my entire bot. So I could just go in there at free will and kick apart.
See, he's up and moving again.
There's where I realized I have used different motors from when I have used in the past, and the shafts on those are hollow.
But you're still staying aggressive in there. Look how well you fit underneath them. It's like perfect little fit there.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't think he has a weapon spinning right now, but he did have it spinning. There it goes. And I can just literally just go right underneath him. All
So
carefree.
even though you lost your weapon, failure on the shaft of the motor,
Yeah, just go for some pins here, pin him in the corner.
try to stay aggressive. Show that you're still moving around.
But there was not much I could do. Those are just TPU 3D printed wheels. And I mean, my weapon goes through a lot of stuff. And it didn't do anything to those stupid wheels.
So there you were trying to like just control his movement a little bit there. Got wedged underneath him a little bit.
Yeah, I figured his weapon was spinning, so if I could just pick him up and run him into stuff, just kind of use his own force against him.
But he's still moving. He's still trying to be
that's the countdown
solid
there.
competitor in this.
And they give the decision to Locksmith. So, good fight.
Oh, I guess I don't have to disable my weapon.
Alright.
So yeah, your weapon was completely disabled. There was
There was nothing I needed to lock up. There was nothing left of that thing.
We do try to stay in a good, safe manner on our processes here.
That was Orange
Sometimes things slip,
Slicer.
so we try to do our best to keep things
Orange
rolling
Slicer's
safely.
a new
Like
bot.
the way the reflection looks there.
I think with a new driver, Adam. I don't remember seeing him. He might have been here before, but definitely a new bot. We had lots and lots of new bots this time around. It's very good.
Yeah, it was a very busy night, or evening, afternoon.
Up next, we have External Suffering, and let's see, those are 1 pound bots. Let me flip back over the 1 pound bot.
Alternate dimension.
Alternate Dimension and External Suffering. They are loading in the box right now. Oh, I will accidentally skip too far and go too far. Oh, this is the shuffle bot. I love this bot.
This is a very
I absolutely
design.
love this bot.
It at first didn't know what to expect, but we see how it starts moving here in the fight, and it's pretty interesting. So it's kind of a new thing, at least to me. I haven't seen.
Yeah, this is David again. He has a 3 pound bot and a 1 pound bot. Suboptimal was his 3 pound bot, and this is his 1 pound bot. And it is a shuffle bot. It has little feet that go around in a circle and walk. And he's got a big undercutter that you really can't see because it's gray. But it is there.
It is there. You can see it spinning right there over top the CHAMP logo.
And this is against Alternate Dimension.
On the left currently. And back in the background, you can see one of our pits.
I think
Here goes
Alternate
the fight's getting going.
Did Alternate Dimension have an undercutter also, I believe?
Yes.
I like how the videos are synced with each other now, too.
Both videos are different. But that's okay.
And the driver video isn't moving at all.
We see pieces flying. And External Suffering just walking around with his feet. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, Alternate Dimension seems to have lost a wheel and
it seems
some
like
other
he's just
parts.
focusing on attacking those.
Still going, but
good control on
External Suffering just it just controls so well. I was so amazed at how fast
really
he
was.
was.
Just peppering him, maybe giving him a chance right here to just kind of get his bearings. He's grabbing around.
I think he did lose his weapon. I think both of them are weaponless at this moment.
Yeah,
I know one of them spinning.
I think alternate dimension is spinning up still, but it doesn't seem to be able to get to those feet. And I mean, External Suffering is just moving around. It seems like he can pivot real easy too.
Just blows my mind at how well that thing drives and works. And he got it in a 1 pound bot. It's a 1 pound weight class.
See him crabbing there. He's kind of lost function. His movements are getting real labored as far as how he's getting around alternate dimension. But he's still trying.
Alternate Dimension is the only one moving at this point in time.
Oh.
External suffering is
Seems
gone.
like he has stopped moving.
Yeah, he lost all
I
power.
thought he was giving him a chance here.
Nope.
Here he is.
He has lost all power at this point. So the only one still moving is alternate dimension.
I'd really like to see more of those. It looked like the motor spooled up on external suffering there for just a split moment. So maybe he suffered some kind of damage, unseen damage, or...
I talked to him afterwards, but I cannot for the life of me remember what he said happened.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot going on.
I think his battery came unplugged. I think that's what it was.
So,
it was something from a hit.
So external suffering shutting down and pulling out his bot, and alternate dimension takes that. So some kind of technical difficulty there with his. It was doing very well running around there. I mean, never seen anything jumping around the arena like that.
So,
Real quick movements.
alternate dimension moves on in the 1 pound bracket.
But we will see more, I'm sure.
We're skipping over to 3 pound bracket now with Defiant and Toxic Dart. Never mind. Blah, blah, blah. Good speaking skills today. I'm just gonna go there. All right. So this is Toxic Dart and Defiant.
Defiant on the left, Virgil Spinner.
I was thinking it was
And
Void.
Toxic
My
Dart
bad.
With a couple, looks like some wedgelets and a mechanical lift center one. I don't know what you want to call that, but
Yeah, he's just a little lifter bot and wedge.
here Defiant spool right up and just start pushing his weight around. I mean, he just throws stuff.
He runs that weapon at like 20 or 30%.
Toxic Dart
And
tries to get in there for a lift and just kind of, and then in the wall.
It's just the perfect amount to shoot him out of our arena. Any more, you're going to bounce him off the ceiling. Any less, you're not going to get him there.
But he seems to have it
He has like
dialed
the
in.
perfect.
So of course, Defiant comes in and just rules the ring. I mean, he really does have a very, very good bot here that's capable of pushing his weight around.
He is the reason we made the bot grabbers 2000 there.
Yeah.
All right, so after their fight, we are going back to the 1 pound bracket, and we are fighting Frederick Wilhelm II against Dumbledore. We think this is Dumbledore. We were trying so hard to follow the brackets. Like I said, we had some teams that showed up and were unable to fight their first fight, and we had to skip some people. But they weren't, nobody was removed from the bracket because the bracket was already laid out, so people just got buys. So I hope this is Dumbledore, and I know that is Wilhelm. Frederick Wilhelm II. I know that. So he has a neat little 3D printed wedge that he made, Wilhelm there on the right, with some pieces of metal from a shelf that he cut off and wedged in there.
Yeah.
And it does fairly well.
It really does well at doing what it's meant to do. Then we got a wedge type over here with Dumbledore on the left. Wait, it just switched. Did I get that right?
Dumbledore's on the right now,
Okay.
on the main
So he
screen.
comes in. He's got pretty good traction control as far as his movement goes around.
I do like the new face cams that we put in. It's great to see everybody's expressions. We hope to have that stuff working a little better next time. I thought I had the issue resolved, but I didn't.
So he gets around behind him. It's almost like it fits perfect in his shovel head here, and he can just kind of push him around a little bit.
Look, you can see me in the back left corner back
So
there,
keep the pressure-
frantically putting Locksmith, a new motor in Locksmith.
Never ending in the boneyard. So you see, they're trying to stay dominant, trying to stay on top of each other, and just show that they're pushing their weight. So everybody's.
When you don't have a weapon, you have aggression and control.
Yep.
That's your only options. Now, next time around, we should have the drop box in place, and that will allow you to just push the other bot in the hole. So that'll make the wedge bots a little more exciting to watch.
Not that they're not exciting. There's still robots moving around and people doing their best to push each other around in a combat.
Correct. It's more of a grappling than a punch.
Right.
A punch out.
The Grecan style. So we see him. He's keeping him cornered up against that wall, and that's just showing, you know, that he's trying to show aggression and be dominant on the fight. The drop box will definitely add a new feature, a new dynamic to the game in our battles here.
And we're hoping to have more information on the screen. I want to try to get the countdown on the screen. We'll try to work with it and get more information so you can see everything.
Trying to put a little more in post for everybody. So we see he's showing good control. He's coming around behind him. Dumbledore comes out and works his way in. So they're both being aggressive in this fight. It's a hard one to judge on this one.
It's so quiet. Their wheels make no noise. It's just
it is a large contrast between some of the fights. So right there, it shows that he's pushing. You know, he's pushing him back. So he's got control over that particular part of the fight. Dumbledore is spinning around, trying to keep him off him from grabbing him with his plow. When he has that plow locked in, it seems like he does have good traction and can really push on Dumbledore.
yeah. He had pretty good traction when I was fighting him for a while.
That's not foreshadowing at all. So it sounds like the fight's getting ready to end, and that's it. So this one was left up to the judges, and I believe that
Frederick Wilhelm on the left now. The gray
screen
bot
down
is
there.
the winner chicken dinner. So we're back to us
we got
here.
a couple of our pit bosses right there, just judging, and they're figuring it out. They're turning in their cards.
Yep, there's the judges down here in the bottom left having their discussion as to who they feel is the winner. So we did have scorecards and everything this time around, which is a step up from just audience participation, voting. That only works so well. We are moving on to the 3-pound bots. Back to the 3-pound bots, and this is Void and Suboptimal coming up here. Let's
So Void's a double.
get them queued up. Oh, here, I'm gonna.
But before that,
I'm gonna-
news from our sponsors.
Yes. So we gotta wait for them to get their bots out. There we go. All right.
Champ. Makerspace.
Space.
Champ. Makerspace. So we offer a facility where you can be a member and come do things and learn things. There's a diverse amount of information here. If you're willing to invest and look into, best time that is.
We have all kinds of tools and stuff around here.
Lasers.
If we don't have it and we get enough people that want it, we'll figure out a way to get one. Oh, that's the old CNC. We have upgraded from the duct tape.
That has been upgraded. There's our local pond, Sippo. Bill's flying his drone around. It's very sketchy doing so there. They got some big birds.
Yeah.
So Halloween decorations we've made here. There's a lot of different opportunities at Champ Makerspace as far as what you like to do. This is our smaller battle box and our smaller weight classes. I believe this was a 300.
Yeah, this was a
300
custom 300 gram class.
We do champ challenges. This is one of those where somebody had to build a device. This is one of our maker fairs we went to here. We built a little air cannon for the kids. They really enjoyed that.
We still have that, by the way.
We still do have that. And we're always happy to bring it out and show it. It's a fun little thing. Website. Okay.
Oh, I thought I cut out the rest of it.
Okay, so
Hold on, let me get back to our sponsors so we make sure we don't forget them all. Forget any. Okay, National Beauty College. Massive thanks to National Beauty College. They are massive supporters of ours.
thank you, thank you.
Camel Saw Company sharpens all our blades.
They do a great job. Definitely go there. I've worked for several places that have used their abilities.
LT and Associates. There's not around anymore.
Yeah.
We can probably cut them from our sponsor list.
But we appreciate what you offered us whilst you were here.
HSD, they gave us a new motor, motor for the CNC.
Oh yeah, that was
spindle.
a big upgrade. That thing's
Yeah.
never being upgraded.
Shenanigans Stables. If you have anything to do with horses and you're from the Carrollton area, look up Shenanigans Stables. Patrick is one heck of a guy. His wife also owns Carrollton Animal Hospital.
Yes, big time. They do great.
Go see them people out there. Elfries Designs, if you like jewelry.
Crafted quality jewelry.
Yep, custom chainmail stuff. Elfries Designs, she is a member here. All right, who is coming up? Who did I say is coming
I
up?
don't know, we were lost in sponsors. You know, we got to do what we do.
Void and Suboptimal
Suboptimal, yes.
is up. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So Void with the cat face, cute cat face on there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks
Yeah,
good. It's cute.
Void on the left. You will see her in the screen on the bottom left. So he is the driver of Defiant. And she is the driver of Void. Void.
Void's very fast, and can move very well, and is very well built, so it takes a lot of damage, even if it's given the damage itself.
I think more than half of Void's weight is the wedges.
Yeah, those wedges are
They're
solid,
massive.
heavy duty.
They are
But
so
we see some
heavy.
pieces flying there. We're not too sure what that came from. I think that was suboptimal. I think maybe his weapon.
Yeah, Suboptimal's weapon is not working at the moment. So they're just kind of pushing each other around.
You see Void just whip around there so quick. Suboptimal was kind of having some issues with his mobility.
Void is just so fast.
Yeah, grippy. You can move very well. To hear them trying to push up against each other, but showing aggression.
Yeah, her wheels are super grippy too.
If the box was like, another 5 foot on either side, Void would be cruising around.
Yeah, those are homemade wheels on Void. They make those. They just 3D printed the whole wheel itself and then put it in and silicone the tire around it.
The weapons definitely do not seem to be working. I haven't seen any sputters in them. And it seems like some of the mobility of Suboptimal is
Suboptimal.
suboptimal. I guess I'll put on the words there.
There's David right there in the bottom left corner, smiling.
See,
Oh, there it goes. See it? Now it's going.
Loose there. It sounds like
That's
it's
right.
making
It was
contact.
dragging all over the floor. This is what happened to the box.
We see it peppering the wood of the box floor. So obviously those blades are sufficient enough to do some damage. It's going up there and taking some bites.
Yeah, she's got him lifted in the air.
But she's
He
got it
spun
lifted
up.
up with Void. And that weapon right up. So sparks flying.
I think the shaft bent. I think that's what happened. Something bent. And that's why he was dragging on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. At one point in time, a bunch of washers fell out
Yeah,
too.
so that's probably right there. Spacers probably held it up. So we have come to a stop, and it seems like maybe we had some smoke.
Yeah, suboptimal has ceased to be in this one, and Void will take the win there. That was a 3-pound weight class. We're going to flip back down to the 1-pound weight class. So, I don't know why I keep cutting over to us, but man, that quality of that camera is crazy good.
It's a very good camera. So what is this? Too Short to Tail, and Sisyphus is coming up next.
Yes, Too Short to Tail and Sisyphus. So, there's Too Short to Tail on the left.
At least at the moment. 2 tails.
Was those his wedgelets he made with zip ties? Was that the point?
I would assume, but you know they get in and around. And then we got Sisyphus with the wedge bot over here. You see 2 different makes of tires. Offer different types of traction and control. Get our sponsors up on the walls here. You can see. Feel free to look into them as much as you want. I'm sure they'd appreciate any and all attention you can get.
If you're from this area and you want to go to beauty school, the National Beauty College is your option. They are the biggest one around. And massive sponsors of the Makerspace. They help us out all the time.
So both competitors getting ready here.
We got the Wellness Grove in the background. I think I fast forwarded through their thing. Don't forget about the Wellness Grove.
Alright, it looks like they're both ready. And countdown.
Yeah, the countdown on the box wasn't working all the time. It was only working sometimes.
So the 2 tails here pushing around.
The zip ties work. I mean, they're getting underneath the wedge.
So he gets behind him, and he's pinning him there. He's got control over him at the moment. Of course, time release. And they get back into it.
We were allowing 10-second pins.
So you see both competitors are trying to get moved around and fight for position.
We're hoping next time to get some commentary in during the battles, but there's so much downtime, it's just hard for somebody to sit there the entire time and continue to talk. We did also cut the fight times to 20 minutes between fights. So once they tell you you're on deck, you have 20 minutes to have your bot in the arena. And if you did not have your bot ready, you were counted out, and we moved on.
Looks like we might have a stuck situation. Nope. All right.
Yeah, he got stuck underneath the thing. That's the problem.
Looks like his little zip tie wedgelets have gotten him jammed up underneath the.
His teammate is assisting to help him out here.
He's trying to free him up, apparently.
all these guys are from the Akron U robotics team. I say guys, but there are girls there. Sorry, I just call everybody guys and dudes. My bad. Yeah, they're all from the Akron
he's stuck in there pretty well,
University robotics team. So I think we call for an unstick here. I think that's what we finally go with. That's the problem with running the wedges.
Alright, he backed up.
You know, if the floor is perfectly smooth and there's nowhere to get stuck, they're great.
Yeah, we're getting an unstick. Alright, he's free. And they're getting back to it. Alright, another. Oh, he did a little ramp there.
Guys, zip ties are stuck up in the air now. Now the wedge can get under him.
So yeah, just They work some of the times and they don't work some of the times. It just depends on what's happening. But it seemed like he does have some power behind his traction. He's able to push Sisyphus around.
Yeah, he's got a good drive system. I didn't see what he was using. I don't think he's using those little N20 motors. I think they're bigger ones than that.
He gets up underneath him with his short wedge there. I mean, it's not like Sisyphus, but it seems like he can push, and it's forcing him up. And Sisyphus seems to not be moving.
Yep, they seem to be stuck. He was doing a little victory dance there.
Oh, nope, it's moving again. But he has lost his rubber bands.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had rubber bands wrapped around his wheels.
So maybe that
For traction, and they fell off. All right,
so they're reaching in, they're shutting off.
Yeah, so who was the winner of that one? That was which one went? Too Short to Tail was the winner of that one.
Yeah, he moves on in the winner's bracket.
So he will move on.
Dimension. And Sisyphus moves down the loser bracket to then fight, looks like, Dumbledore or External Suffering.
Is that?
We will see.
Yep. Who are we on now?
Our next fight is
We're on Frederick Wilhelm and Train Eater.
Yes.
Again, we hope this is the right names. We know it's Frederick Wilhelm. I know that, but.
Facts.
So,
Hopefully.
so Frederick Wilhelm is on the left, and we believe that is Train Eater on the right. Again, if it's not, I am so sorry.
We're probably gonna
We got to figure out a way to figure this out later.
maybe next tournament take track of everything a little differently.
If we just take a photo of each bot
Yep.
with their sign-in sheet.
So they're off to it here, and
As soon as the countdown goes, audio countdown already
you can
happened.
see that they come right out of the gate, face to face. It's another fight for dominance and position here with our wedge and push bots. That plow seems to just fit. It's a real good fit with most of these bots, and he's able to get behind them and really hold on to them in a way.
So Frederick Wilhelm is driven by Anthony Vance. From Team Phalanx Robotics. And what's the other bot we're looking at here? Train Eater?
Train Eater. You see it moving around. Train Eater's getting out there too. And
Train Eater is driven by Zoe.
But then immediately it seems like Sisyphus not Sisyphus,
We are a Train Eater and Frederick Wilhelm.
Frederick Wilhelm can get right behind with that plow and get a hold of it.
I was amazed at how well the 3D printed plow went down to the ground.
Okay, so like right there's an example. He just gets in there, pushes him around. Train Eater trying to keep him away and keep him at
Train
bay.
Eater spins really good. Look how well that bot just rotates.
That looks like a little more traction with the wider tires there.
Steve must have been over actually flipping the cameras around. There for a couple minutes we had Steve, every time Steve would get a chance he'd run over and flip the cameras around if we weren't getting a good camera angle. But we had so many people here. There was so much stuff going on. It was very hard for us to do the video, the commentary, keeping everybody in line.
They're having little face-offs, trying to get lined up. Train Eater is really spinning, showing they get away from me, but at the same time, Frederick whips around and really tries to show that he can push around, just like that. So there he's got a hold of him and he goes. I mean, if I was judging, I know where I'd be judging, but all competitors can win and lose at any moment. So that finishes that fight there. And we see that we're moving on to Defiant. So who won the last fight was...
Let's pause this fight. We'll go back to us, that way they can see our ugly mugs.
Yeah.
So that was Frederick Wilhelm and Train Eater. So Frederick
Right.
Wilhelm was the winner by decision.
By decision. He
And
moved
Train
on.
Eater goes down to the second try bracket. We're switching over to the 1 pound bot. And this is Void. Who are we on? Void and Defiant now. Yes. So I did ask that if he breaks her bot, if it's awkward at home, and they just laughed and said, no, as long as he gets to, or as long as he assists in fixing it, he's allowed to break whatever he wants. So that was the answer I got.
Seems fair.
So we're gonna click over to Defiant and Void. I don't think either one of them has suffered an injury yet. I think their bots
No
are.
damage to either.
I think they just go and sit down and wait for their next fight.
They have pretty well made battle bots here.
Yeah.
So both battle bots are very capable in their own respects. You see, when Defiant gets upside down, he can still move around. Just using his weapon to get him pulled around and jumps.
But
Void seems to not be moving
Void,
at the moment, so
but Void seems to have taken a hit and something come disconnected.
if we hit,
He knocked her out of the arena anyways.
and that's 3 times now. We see the tactic here. Defiant is obviously working well.
I enjoy my cheer in the background. Yeah. He's got a knack for kicking people out. That is for sure. So Void heads down to the second chance bracket, and Defiant moves on. We will switch over to the 1 pound bracket. And we are down the second chance bracket with Sisyphus and Dumbledore.
We'll see.
So we are currently extracting Void out of the Void.
Using our Dino Gripper.
I'm going to fast forward this. I think this one took a while to get a hold.
Yeah, it was a little tricky to get to.
Okay, there we go.
So here we go. We got Sisyphus and Dumbledore. Sisyphus on the left, Dumbledore on the right. We got 2 wedge bots. Obvious difference in angles.
Not afraid to just go full speed.
Yeah, speed. Here with Sisyphus is a little faster than Dumbledore, but it looks like they're both doing well to keep each other at bay.
His wedge angle would work really well for Darth Maul.
Definitely add a lot of weight. But we see them really trying to push each other around, but it seems like Dumbledore goes right over that wedge of Sisyphus.
Yeah, Sisyphus just goes right under him every time.
So he seems to have just the right angle. Dumbledore here.
Got the lift on him, got the pin.
Yep. Pin him down, count down, release.
Always got to show the judge's aggression.
You see that?
That's a good hit. That's a good slam.
Speed to be able to pick up and throw a little bit.
It is a very quick bot.
It's got the grip. So far the rubber bands are holding onto the tires, and you can tell a difference with its amount of torque and the speed that it gets with the wheels. Random.
Do you think he stole that idea from us? That's how we had ours last
I
time.
would like to think that's a common thing with BattleBot creative operators, because it always makes an obvious difference having something grippy on the wheels opposed to not. Everybody kind of learns in their own ways, I think.
He just gets under him, just No problem.
Yeah, just lifts it right up. You can see almost every impact. That wedge, he comes right up off that floor.
Except for it looked like he was stuck there for a second.
Just for a second.
See, it's the hazards of the battle box. It's like we want to remove them to make a nice, smooth, perfect material, but in these cases, it makes for better action.
It's unknown variables. So, you see him trying to just stay aggressive. And that time, you know, we seen the Sisyphus go over the top of the door. So, you know, it can happen. It could change things as far as the judges' scores.
He's got good drive motors. He definitely has the grip advantage there.
All right, and that's the end of our battle with Dumbledore and Sisyphus. And I think we know here that Sisyphus took that win.
Yes, Sisyphus took the win over Dumbledore.
That wedge just seemed to have a lot more controlling capabilities there. Maybe that's what swayed the judges in their decisions.
We're going to stay in the second chance bracket here, and we're going to load up with Orange Slicer and Train Eater. So again, Orange Slicer is the one with the TPU 3D printed wheels. Definitely inspired by Huge. Steve threw in some commercials there real quick. Oh, get back. Hopefully we didn't miss the beginning of it. Alright, here we go.
So you got Orange Slice on the left and Train Eater on the right.
Correct.
So you see, come in right out of the gate, trying to hit each other with their weapon.
His weapon was just so high. It's like everybody he got the chance to fight was a low bot.
It sounds like
I mean, it was tilted down like that. That's
so
deadly.
You got a hit there on him with it. So just depending on the angle, which it did seem like, you know, having that facing down helped out in that little bout there, which I'm sure also got some points on the scorecards. You see them trying to line up each other here. Yeah, he made impact there with the weapon.
Yeah, sounds like it turned off.
Might have stopped at this point.
Oh no, he's spinning back up.
So it's still good. Ready to do some more damage.
It's so strange because you hear it, and then you're like, okay, what just happened? Oh no, it's in the video.
Oh
Yeah. The audio was coming in instantly, and the video was coming in on the delayed stream.
Nice. So fits perfect underneath. It's like he's wearing an Orange Slice armor, which is quite funny to see. But you see, I got a part there, and oh, here's some sounds going on.
It's always great when you can wear the other robot as a hat. He has gone to the Darth Maul style of combat. There, just spin.
You got some hits there.
It sounded like something spun up. I don't know what that was. Got him pinned against the corner there.
So Orange Slice is still moving around.
The wheels are so floppy. Like I said, I sat there and swung at him with Locksmith's pickaxe thing, and
did not.
He got stuck
destroy
once.
him.
That's all it did. The TPU, some durable stuff.
So you see Train Eater trying to get in on the wheels there and push the wheels around. You know, really controlling the movement of Orange Slice.
I didn't know the same driver drove Wilhelm and Train Eater. Huh, I wonder why he's
The
driving.
countdown begins.
He didn't drive the first time, I don't think.
And there we go. Now it's going to be left up to the decision of the judges.
Decision of the judges. And the decision goes to... Who won that one? Train Eater was the winner of that one. I don't know what... Split decisions or what. We should probably start writing that stuff down on their cards.
Again, notes to self.
Something to remember.
Something to remember. We're always going to be progressing in whatever we're doing with the battle bots, just because we want to make it more better.
Whoop.
So we just jumped right into a fight here. Don't know what's going on, but there's been a time.
Well, I hit a magic button, and
Jumped to a fight.
everything went flying across the screen. Somehow a commercial started playing. I don't know where that came from.
Post edit.
This mouse is fantastic. It's so, it makes for so much
Whippy.
easier.
Whippy.
When you jump a minute and a half at a time every time you click. Alright, we're just gonna let them take their bots out. Let's flip over to the videos.
So our next fight coming up is Too Short and Alternate Dimension.
Oh, I think that's what happened. I think Steve must have flipped it over in the commercial, and then the fight started and he just flipped back.
So they're battling here. Seems like we have some technical difficulties.
Yeah, the only camera that's functioning at the moment is the one that isn't filming anything.
Yes. So there we go. Now we're back up the pace here.
There we
So
go.
we see him moving around. Two Tails there just pushing around. It seems like he's just got some really decent grippy wheels.
So this is Too Short, Too Tail, and Alternate Dimension.
Yep. So an Alternate Dimension has a spin weapon on it, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
the undercutter.
So it doesn't seem like the weapon's spinning up, and he's having some issues with his controls, while Two Tails there is just pushing. Very aggressive. So he's slapping him around with his tails. So he's got him pinned right now, so countdown and then release. Again, pushing Alternate Dimension around.
I'm not sure what he was ducking and weaving there in the bottom left-hand corner. It looked like a bee was trying to attack him.
Yeah.
It's great when you have no idea there's a camera. Well, everybody knew there was cameras there, but nobody pays attention to the camera there.
No,
So I don't know how many times somebody got caught picking their nose or something on camera. Who knows?
Hopefully their hands are holding their remote control all the times.
Well, I cut out a lot of dead space. I didn't view the dead space. You can hear the undercutter going for sure.
You got the weapon going now. Oh. You hear it hitting things. I mean, that sounds dangerous. It sounds like he can make real good contact with that. There, he took off a piece of the little...
To take off an antenna
zip tie
wedge.
there, yeah. So it sounds like that weapon could potentially do some severe damage if he made contact with it right away.
The people that are good at crab walking amaze me. I mean, I can kind of go a direction, but some of these people just
pinned him up.
fly around on one side drive.
He's keeping him up against
You
the
can
wall.
definitely hear that the undercutter is still going.
Yeah, he just took a little hit in the back there and made him jump. So you hear that? That's a good sound. Impact. Ultimately, impact damage is going to do pretty well against any 3D printed parts, potentially plastic parts. Definitely damaging bolts and nuts.
At the 1 pound weight class, it is definitely hard to damage aluminum, things like that.
Yeah. The plastics can be. So here's a picture of the current bracket. And this is dead space.
There's the other bracket.
Dead air!
Oh no, went back to the other bracket. Steve was controlling things at this moment in time, I do believe. So this is the 3-pound bracket. This is what it looks like at this moment in time.
This would be our 1 pound.
And this is the 1-pound bracket in this moment in time. So up next, we don't know. We're going to pause the video and cut this as one video and then upload it separately from the other one, so we have 2 1-hour videos instead of 1 2-hour video. So hopefully you stick around to watch the second half.